And the word is I hope I have it spelled right, and I think I do. Synchronicity. Synchronicity. It tends to take explanations away from people and place the explanation for strange developments or coincidence directly to something else. Of course, the first thing that we would all think of is if there is something from a supreme or a higher form or something, we use the word God. You know, because it's part of the word good, so we made up the word God, but you know, whatever. Synchronicity becomes a very, very interesting thing, and it simply says when you have a number of coincidences that begin to build up, the outcome tends to have the mark of a greater authority. Things change, and yet things change flowing basically backwards into the same patterns of things that were before. It becomes very important because it points to a flow of existence that is predictable and one that happens for a purpose. In other words, we don't say, well, that's a coincidence, because when synchronicity becomes part of this, it's a coincidence with a purpose. Synchronicity actually moves itself directly into that old law that we are all familiar with of cause and effect. What is the cause? Or this was the cause, this is the effect. I've been looking at some of the email while I was away, and it's pretty much basically the same. Some people are blaming the Muslims, some people are blaming the Jews, some people are blaming the Christians and blaming the Americans, and everybody's blaming somebody. But nonetheless, somewhere along the line, something happened that stimulated an outrage of a kind. So here you had some kind of a cause, which then caused a violent reaction, and that was the effect. Well, then the chain goes in motion. This violence then caused a violent reaction, and it's much like nuclear fission. This reaction then caused another reaction, and it goes on, and the chain goes on and on and on, and people start bombing each other.